Hi, I'm James Ewan, co-owner and head brewer at Wooden Hill Brewing Company. We're going to walk through some of the steps of the brewing process here at Wooden Hill. Enjoy. Once the wort is in the fermenter, we can prepare the yeast and pitch it into the wort. We rehydrate the yeast in warm water before adding it through the top port in the fermenter. Once the yeast is added to the wort, it can now be called beer. Within an hour of pitching the yeast, active fermentation begins. This is evident by the carbon dioxide escaping the tank and the rise in temperature in the tank. During fermentation, yeast consumes the sugar in the wort and produces alcohol and carbon dioxide. The trillions of yeast cells performing this process can produce a lot of heat, which can raise the temperature in the tank above a healthy fermentation temperature. Luckily, we have a system that keeps the beer cool. Each tank is double-walled, with a thin gap between the inner and outer walls of the tank. We can set a temperature range on each tank, and when the temperature rises above the set range, a coolant is pushed through the gap between the walls of the tank. This quickly cools the beer, and when the lower temperature is hit, the coolant stops. This allows us to achieve the appropriate fermentation temperature for each style of beer. Active fermentation lasts for a couple of days. During this time and after this time, additional hops, fruit, or other natural flavors may be added to the fermenter. Once the proper flavor for the beer is achieved, we use the coolant to drop the temperature in the tank to near freezing. This helps the yeast and any hop particles present in the beer to sink to the bottom of the fermenter. At this point, we're ready to transfer the beer out of the fermenter and carbonate it.